going to talk to you about penalties and barriers in team roping. While roping, you have barriers in the boxes that when you start, you have to give the steer a head start, and it's a legal head start that they'll have. In the old days, they used to have ropes that they would stretch across the front of the boxes, and if your horse broke the rope, they had the rope tied around the steer's neck, and then when the steer ran out to his legal head start, the rope would just break off and then your horse could go. If your horse broke the rope or hit the rope and broke the barrier before you were out, you were charged a 10-second penalty. Nowadays it's all electronic, and they do it by electronic eyes, and the penalties for the barriers are only 5 seconds, and they also have heel barriers nowadays too. So both ends have to give the steer a legal head start before their horses can leave and start chasing the steer down the pen. The penalties you can acquire while team roping is basically just on the heelers. There's one, if you just rope one back leg instead of two, it's a 5-second penalty, and that's about the only thing other than a barrier that can give you any added time when you're run, which team roping is a timed event, so if you have a barrier to start out with, you're already working with a 5-second penalty, and then if you have a leg on top of that, that's a 10-second penalty on your run. So it's really good to get out, you know, legally, don't break the barriers, and try and rope 2 feet, of course, every time you can. And that's some information on penalties and barriers in team roping.